Welcome to our section on historical fiction. We're going to be reading a book called A Single Shard by Linda Sue Park, and this is going to be a short presentation to show some of the stuff that the book uses in the book that were actually used in real life, but obviously this is historical fiction, so the story is made up, but the stuff that used in the story is true. On the first slide, we see the traditional Korean kick wheel. That's what they would use to make the really beautiful pottery. And then here is an example of one of those pieces, the Thousand Crane vase. Next, we are going to look in, this is kind of what the Korean countryside would look like. So this is what the average person would probably see. It's kind of mountainous, they have forests and stuff, a lot of hills. And then we also have the Korean seaside. A lot of Korea is surrounded by water, so there's a lot of fishing towns and stuff like that. One of the main foods that they would eat in Korea is rice. You can kind of see these rice fields. They plant the rice in the water so that fewer weeds can grow and stuff like that. And then here's a group of people and they're just harvesting the rice. They pull up the rice plant by the root and then they take it and dry it out and stuff. Here's like examples of traditional Korean houses. They have like a thatch roof on the top picture and the one on the left, and that was just a cheaper way to get a roof over your head. And then down on the bottom we can see like a lot nicer house where some of the wealthier people and like the royalty would live. Here's a Buddhist temple. Buddhism was the main religion of Korea, and this is like a average place where someone would go to pray and worship and stuff. Here we have traditional Korean clothes. You can kind of see down here in the bottom right, these would be like regular peasant clothes that are not as ornate and stuff, and then the other pictures show the more ornate dresses that the richer women and royalty would wear, and then you can see kind of the three different kingdoms, different types of dress. Here's a couple more pictures. The one in the center really shows what the royalty would wear when they're in court and stuff, and then the one on the right here is a traditional farmer. This is called a jjigae, which is an ancient Korean backpack, and they would wear this in order to just haul stuff around, the vases that we see in the book and the other types of pottery, and then they could put anything on there that they wanted. They could put rice in there. Here is kimchi. Kimchi is another Korean dish. It's kind of really spicy and it has like kind of a feel like you're eating salad. And then here's the Paulownia tree. A lot of the Korean art is just based off of nature, like plants and animals. And then these are gourd bowls. This is what they would kind of use to store stuff or eat out of sometimes. And then this is just more pictures of like the flowers that they would use to get inspiration for the decorations on their art. And then we have more Thousand Crane vases here and some other porcelain objects that they would use to store stuff in. And that's the end of the slideshow here.